Thank you and good evening. Manchester United have all recognised first-team squad men in that opening lineup, reflecting their obligation to the massive support they carry here this evening, with some youth internationals in reserve. And Charlton Athletic have 4 survivors in the squad, which won the Guinness Soccer Six the last time out: Boulder, Grit, Peak and Mortimer. And the 5th, Carl Leeburn, is in reserve. So Alec Ferguson watching from the stands, not on the bench. His son Darren is one of the United squad, Scottish Youth International, and Manchester United carrying a massive support inside the GMEX Centre this evening. They will stand for nothing other than a top-class performance from the Old Trafford men. Charlton have to do something rather special if they're to retain an interest in the competition, having lost 3-1 to Luton in the opening match. So there's Blackmore in possession. Now Wallace. And Blackmore following up. A smile there after that shot, which was rather wild.
This is usually a bit more accurate than this Clayton Blackmore, but he has got tremendous shooting power. And I bet you it's something we see a lot more of tonight. But it's a moment where I suppose 75% of the crowd in here tonight have come to see Jock. Manchester United on the pitch.
So the crowd strangely hushed at the moment, but you'll hear some difference if United can get a goal. So there's the good use of the boards there. Wallace coming flying in there as Beardsmore tried to set up the chance. Gibson playing it across. Beardsmore again. Here's Wallace, good close control. Good save from Boulder. And United have taken the initiative right from the start. Charlton have scarcely been out of their own half in this opening spell. Gibson using Wallace. Blackmore to Beardsmore. Careless one from Gibson, allowing Charlton now to come forward. Robert Lee, their target man, getting away from Lee Martin. Here's Lee, right off the boards. And a great save from Les Seeley for United. The shot came from Steve Gritt. And Seeley doing a marvellous job in goal for United. And another good save again from Seeley. This time it came from Peak. And suddenly Charlton have got into their stride.
You know, if something's beaten the goals here, Jock, and it's got to have been the goalkeeping itself. There really have been some tremendous stops. And United have been camped in the Charlton half for about 2 minutes. Suddenly could have lost 2 goals within a matter of seconds. That's this game for you.
So the pace of the match picking up as Charlton get into their rhythmic pattern of play, with a push in the back there by Blackmore. The free kick taken very quickly. Grit to Leeburn. Another of the winning squad. Last time the tournament was played. Across it comes to Mortimer. He scored in the opening match against Luton. So again, Charlton, you'll notice, pushing all their players into the United half. They don't worry about the lone United attacker at this stage. Here's Andy Peak. Charlton practicing inside the GMEX Centre this morning. An attempt to make sure they did well again, defending the title. Grit playing it forward. Here's Mortimer. It's away from Martin. Tackled well by Blackmore. Grit going over the high challenge. Some suggestions that might have been penalised, but there's Grit. Gibson does well. Wallace helps it on for Gibson. A chance for United. Here's Wallace off the boards. Fine chance for Wallace. He'll be disappointed with that.
That's once again the team that's dominating just for that short spell. That was Charlton, had the ball, and they've nearly conceded the goal with a breakaway.
Lee leading the Charlton side going forward. This is Mortimer. Now Peak. Charlton started in very confident fashion against Luton, then lost Paul Mortimer in the sin bin, and then things started to go wrong. It's turned away by Andy Peake. The Charlton manager, Lenny Lawrence, certainly here to make an impact. This is Lee Martin, who played for the reserves for United last night, scored a goal. Wallace taking too long on possession. Andy Peake stepping in. Lee has dropped back, leaving Liban the solitary man inside the United half at the moment. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. We're waiting for an opening goal. Martin clashes there with Liban, and United will be reduced to 5 men, I think. The referee Steve Lodge getting a signal from Joe Worrell to suggest that United will have to do without one player. And Clayton Blackmore is sent to the sin bin. We've got to keep one player inside the Charlton half. So a great chance now for Charlton to use the extra man. We have 2 minutes with Blackmore off the field. On comes Mark Robbins for United. Losing possession instantly. There's Kirbishley. Sealy gathers that at the second attempt.
Well, Charlton were made to pay, weren't they, in the first game when it was 0-0 for a long period. And then they lost a man in the sin bin, and they paid the penalty when Luton got the goal. And I just wonder if Manchester United will pay that same penalty at this moment in time. They've actually adapted quite well for their first appearance here. And I suppose you can excuse them for forgetting the rules just for a split second.
So Darren Ferguson has now come on for United, but he's back defending here as Charlton come forward. Here's Robert Lee trying to go past Ferguson. Martin leaves that to Robbins. United don't require to leave one player in the Charlton half when they're reduced to 5 men. There's Lee Martin, the scorer of the winner in the cup final last season, and looking for a goal to put United ahead this evening. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Alan Dyer has come on for Charlton. So has Stuart Balmer. Alan Kirbishley trying to use the balls to good effect. Here's Darren Ferguson, the son of the Manchester United manager, wearing number 9. And with a winning style reminiscent of his father. Here's Ferguson.
You've got a good memory then, Jock, haven't you?
Another youth international, an English one this time, number 10 for Manchester United, Paul Ratton. He'll be enjoying this after missing much of last season with stress fractures. A man from Middlesbrough, just 20 years old. So United using their full 10-man squad. There's Robbins and Ratton. Ferguson. Robbins. Closed down very quickly indeed there by Darren Pitcher for Charlton. Ferguson trying to use the boards. Kirbishley on the break. Yeah, Robert Lee ahead on the left. That's set up for Liban. Good play again from Les Sealy in the United goal. Well, Charlton are making a very big effort to defend their title well. And that's a great finish from Alan Dyer. Charlton take the lead. And Les Sealy beaten at last.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed after having held out and got Clayton Blackmore back on. They've seen out the 2 minutes that he spent in the sin bin. But Alec Dyer makes them pay. Perhaps anywhere else, but right through Les Sealy's legs.
Followed by Martin. There's Blackmore. Blackmore back on after serving his sin bin suspension. Laid across there by Majorana, who's now come on for Manchester United. Kirbishley. And the hooter goes at half-time. Charlton leading by Alec Dyer's goal. Leading Les Sealy, and that's proved to be a difficult task this evening. Set up there with that pass from Darren Pitcher. Came back inside. Dyer kept the ball low. That seems to be the secret to get the ball past good goalkeepers. Big smile on the face of the scorer, Alec Dyer. Alec Ferguson looking a little more grim-faced than Lenny Lawrence at this stage. So the half-time score, United 0, Charlton 1. Here's Majorana. So the United fans inside the GMEX Centre still not having anything to celebrate. It's been a good spell for Manchester United in the last week. They've won a free kick here, but it's just a week since the 6-2 victory at Highbury, and on Saturday they won at Goodison against Everton. There's Boulder, and the arm throw. Now Blackmore, of course, can come into the Charlton half. Paul Mortimer couldn't. There's Kirbishley. An overlap on here for Charlton. Steve Britt. Kirbishley to Mortimer. Inside it goes to Kirbishley. Superb play from Charlton. This is the kind of form which won them the title last time.
Yes, it is, isn't it? It was wonderful play by Paul Mortimer there when he jinked past, cut back, and there's Alan Kirbishley burying a super little shot. It's an uphill task for United now.
Well, a long time to go in 60s terms. 6 minutes, 40 seconds. A lot can happen. Here's Majorana. United are back in it. Kriara Majorana scores for Manchester United, and the reception tells the story.
And never a truer word said, Jock. There's been a long time left in 60s. You're quite right. And a good very determined running from Majorana, and a tremendous finish. Just what United needed, and the crowd are suddenly lifted for it.
There's a buzz now around the GMEX Centre. The United fans see the prospect of coming back into this match, but here's Kirbishley for Charlton. Danny Wallace was inside the shaded area. That is a penalty kick to Charlton. A rueful look there in the face of Danny Wallace. He was trying to help his goalkeeper, Les Sealy, but he's a great chance now coming up. There he is inside the area, and the penalty kick for Charlton will be taken by the experienced figure of Alan Kirbishley. Escape for United. Kirbishley misses from the spot. He's still on the attack though. Here's Lee. Palmer turns it back. I wonder if Charlton will live to regret that. Headed down by Blackmore. Danny Wallace back in a defensive position. He's not accustomed to that.
Well, it's not easy to score penalties, Jock. People at home will think, you know, people should miss. We've actually seen 2 out of 3 penalties we've seen in this tournament this week missed. But even we tried it ourselves, didn't we, during the week, taking some penalties, and it's not easy.
Yeah, you missed a few, Andy. Here's Danny Wallace. Lee turns it back. Blackmore able to step in easily because Mortimer couldn't come back to fight for that ball. Here's Majorana. Wallace. Colin Gibson waits in the middle. Good tackle by Lee. That was important for Charlton. Robert Lee doing well with a challenge right at the last ditch. So, a little over 5 minutes remaining. Barmer. Peak. Barmer again. Back with Andy Peak. Stuart Barmer playing the first time pass towards Lee. Well, Charlton's tactics are to keep as many players as possible inside the opposing half and to use the boards. Now they have a shooting chance, but that was one going direct for goal, and a fine block once again from Les Sealy. Well, that was outstanding goalkeeping once again, keeping United right in the match. There's Russell Beardsmore, the back keeper, releasing Gibson. Getting into a bit of a fankle there on the boards. Back with Beardsmore. Wallace has gone forward. He's in possession now. Stopped instantly by Andy Peak. The early pass released here for Mortimer, and once again Les Sealy makes the save, but he couldn't stop Robert Lee. Well, Les Sealy is entitled to feel a little bit aggrieved. He's been conducting a one-man defence for much of this match. Robert Lee puts Charlton 3-1 ahead.
Yes, it could only have been a matter of time, couldn't it? Because he's performed such heroics as Les Sealy, and it just happened to be time, and he must be looking around wondering where his defenders have been there.
Here goes Alec Dyer. And Lee trying to steer that low past Sealy without success. Now, can United come back? Here's Danny Wallace. Lee Martin.